Hello everyone, and welcome to another development update for Shadow Heroes Vengeance in Flames, where you get behind-scenes access of all the things we're currently working on the game. So yesterday we worked primarily on getting the character transitions for their animations to work properly, but I also wanted to talk about the status effect video that I put up yesterday as well. I wanted to give you a bit of an example of just exactly what that's going to look like on the front end instead of just kind of the theory behind it. So I'm actually going to switch over to that right now. So just jump inside of Unreal Engine and go to status effects. This is literally all it takes for a status effect. I have just an image for Invocation, which is the Chanter's, that's the Chanter's buff. She gives you defense, and this is the blueprint for it. So the idea is that this is all you would actually have to see. This is the whole thing. It's very simple. The modification list is here, as you can tell, and it holds those structures. So it gives you defense, and it's going to give you 1, and it's going to last 3 seconds, and this is the icon that you get. That's all of them. So if I wanted to add, oh, and there's a buff. So if I wanted to add an additional effect to this, I would go down here. I get another little structure box, and it could also increase, say, your attack speed by 4. Also, and it's the last 3 seconds is on everything, so it's all grouped together, no individual pieces. So this is another way of doing it, and I can add as many of these things as I want. Really simple, really easy to work with, but that's kind of the example I wanted to show you. So I don't think I really want to keep that, so we're just going to remember not to save. But I also wanted to show you the Chanter, the animations. So let me run into, where would that be? Not here, not here. Game, assets, characters, or units, and Chanter. So inside of here, this is our Chanter, and the idea behind the way that we're doing this is we're using a state machine for it inside of the animation blueprint. So this is kind of the idea of what's going on that controls the animations that are playing. And that doesn't need to be there anymore, it's gone, but this also has some of the debugging code inside of it. So basically what's happening right now is, from Gizmit, it's kind of running inside of here. This is just basically tick, so every frame of the game run this. So first thing it does is it gets the controller of this unit and checks to see and casts it over to be a Chanter's AI controller. The reason why we have to do this is because while it's in the editor, it's not controlled by Chanter's AI controller. It is literally got no controller. It is just playing a animation on a skeletal mesh. So it's not exactly what we want it to be. So right now it is, when we're in the game, it's going to cast it to be a Chanter's AI controller. You can ignore the print string there just for debugging, but it checks to see if the unit is chanting. If it is, set the loop chanting variable, which you'd be able to see now down here. Can I probably move this? So you see down here there's a loop chanting. In fact, you probably don't need that part. So there you go. There's our variables. Make things a lot easier to see. So loop chanting is right here, and basically what happens is that's going to control whether we are trying to run or run or idle, or kind of do our entire animation for our attack, which it consists of 3 different animations. And if that's the case, then it's going to go. It's also going to go and do all the different velocity calculations and stuff, which is all this. But the real important part is over here inside of the anim graph. You'll see it goes from a new state machine over to our final animation pose. So right now, in our state machine, you'll see right now we're on idle and run. And our transition is for loop chanting. So if loop chanting is true, play our attack in. Then as soon as that's done, immediately a transition to our attack loop, because this is always true. So it's going to go here, if loop in, and here. And it's not going to go down here until loop chanting is done. So basically it's going to sit on this and loop over and over and over and over and over again until that loop chanting is no longer there. And there's no transition across here, so it's only going to go this way. It's only going to go this way, sorry, to attack out. So as soon as she should not be chanting anymore, which is literally just the Boolean value if nobody is in range, then it's going to set itself to false, and it's going to come down here. So this transition takes a split second. If it's ever loop chanting is set to true, it's going to come up here, play this animation, and then play this animation. If it turns off immediately, it's going to go through this entire cycle once. So set it to true, goes attack in, start looping, attack out, and then go back to your idle. And then all the calculations and it'll work just like normal all over again. But this is the way that it's set up to ensure that our entire animation cycle is used properly. And the way that effects and stuff are controlled are all handled on the individual animations themselves. So right now we have our animation sequence for our attack loop, which you can't see because it's so tiny. Let me grab this, make it big. Weird. So there we go. So this is our attack loop. Very simple. This is our attack in. And this is our attack out. You can see how we want a bit of a transition in there, right? So this is the one where all the variables and all the buffing is actually happening, but we're going to be able to play separate particle effects in different spots to have these work in different ways. But this is the idea of what we were working on yesterday, getting that transition and the state machines and everything set up so it would work properly. So yeah, that's kind of where we were, and I also want to give a big thank you to everybody who helped support us on the IndieDB Game of the Year. We didn't make it into the top 100, but we did get a lot of support from everybody out there in the community, so thank you for supporting us. We're going to be on Steam as well under the concept section. Just search for Shadow Heroes. You'll be able to find us there as well. We're still going to be active on IndieB as well as on our website and Facebook all the time. We are also posting in Reddit under the dev blogs for these videos as well, and we're also on, well, here on YouTube as well. Feel free to leave a comment, tell us what you think. If you like what we're doing so far and kind of the progress that we're making. If you think we're going really slow, then let us know that too. We'll try our best to pick up the pace because we want to meet everybody's kind of standards as well. But yeah, so I have a lot of fun doing these videos, and it's great to be able to share the work that we're doing with you guys. It really motivates us. We're not allowed to slack off any day because we have a video to put out every single day, so it's a great motivation for us. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.